And welcome to another insert of Moments in Time. I'm your host, Bianca Cele Flatela Hennessy. Don't forget to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. And today, we are at the Margate Art Museum. We are joined by a local legend, better known as Butsia. He's the arts curator here. And I also have, in the background, in the shadows, Kus the Divers. He'll be helping me out today because, a girl has a lot of art to look at, and it's distracting because I'm an artist myself. But welcome, Putsia. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
in
having
your
me.
space. We really like it here. I think we're going to make this work really well.
Yeah, definitely.
Kus, would you like to say hi to anyone? Send a shout out to your mom. I don't know.
Shout out to my mother, my sisters, my brother. Yeah, we here.
Uputsia is very hands-on with anything artistic. So if it has art and the youth, trust me when I say he's involved, he's in touch. I need to put.
Injani.
So Mna, I know you from when I was in high school because I was part of a drama club, and we used to come rehearse at the activity rooms. So I think I want to start there. Maybe at what moments did you realize that, no man, this art thing is mine and I'm gonna take it and go all the way?
Yeah, no, art, you are born with it. So there's no specific time where you say as a young person, I want to now, I'm an artist. No, you are born with it from the beginning. When the teacher is busy there, you start drawing.
That's true.
When they come and look at your book or your exercise book, they can see when you're not writing words, but you are writing pictures.
You're
Because
doodling.
You're doodling.
Yeah. I used to do that. My drama teacher used to complain because my journal, we had a journal. I used to just doodle on the borders of everything. So you do the same thing?
Yeah, same thing. We are regarded as this kid, Ongamamelio, who's always busy with the drawing and everything. Yeah, last guy grew up in Makaya, so I would draw animals, come back, class
Inkomo and all of that.
serious animals, not just inkomo, domestic animals,
Domestic? I mean, I've never owned a cow. I've never had to feed one. Or
But you're
anything
still
like
young, very young. You have to be somewhere
that. That's true.
to be able to look after cows. It's
feel
a technique, a skill as well.
Yeah, but I think we're on two different levels because as much as we're talking about doodling, I doodled and then I still failed to draw a stick man. You doodled and then you started creating canvases. So you paint.
Yes.
How do you do that? Like, how do you get into the zone of now I'm going to put a portrait together? Or like, do you see it in your mind first? How does it work? How do you...
You have to see it in your mind first. Complete it in your mind first. Once it's done in your mind, then you continue doing it. When you do it, it might not come out the way you see it in your mind.
Yeah.
But you just continue doing.
Yes.
And then people will tell you if it's a good art or not. Even if they tell you it's a bad artwork, you just continue doing it. Yeah, that's it.
I think I agree with that. I'm a poet. I usually see pictures before I write the words.
Okay.
So I hear
So
where
you'll
you're
be
coming
inspired.
from.
Loud or by inspired Gakul?
Oh yes,
Too much
my
inspiration.
Mind, I had to go outside to prep for the show because there's just too much inspiration.
No, you need to
in here.
focus on one. I mean, the one behind us, it's a very nice piece.
I
with
think
the
it's my favorite
underworld,
one
so
out of all the ones in here because
Exactly.
of the drama and because of the message in the
Yeah.
piece itself. Open
Yeah.
to interpretation,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's saved. It's a saved artwork from a council chamber.
Oh,
They were throwing it away. So I'm not sure if it was a person, you would say it's a saved street kid. Yeah,
think-
but
I
that's a
think
story for another day.
we can say you adopted this painting
Yeah.
and it found a really good home.
Yes,
We
definitely.
can just say that.
Definitely.
But I heard through the grapevine, it was Kus. I'm just telling you now. He told
Ow.
me. Kus told me that you had dreadlocks at
You
some
see now.
point.
You see now. You see now. You see now.
So just take me through that. Like, At what moment did you begin your journey with? Because we know you as Uputsia with no hair.
Yeah,
So when I
yeah.
heard that, I was like, there is no way I can
Kanjani?
picture that. I can't see him with. Can you picture him with hair? Like if you've seen him, that's a different story. But I couldn't picture you.
Yeah.
So take me through the moments when you started growing your hair, and take me to the moments where you stopped growing your hair and you said,
Yeah.
now I'm cutting it.
Yeah, no, when you grow up, Kaloku, you've got different stages in your life, so you try and find yourself. So in the process of trying to find myself spiritually and also as a person, then I ended up enrolling for art. Then I mixed up with artists, and I realized that most of the people smoked a lot of dacha, ever. But I was not interested in the dacha. I was interested in the movement. Then later on, I realized, no, there's no need to comb my hair, and I was interested in the dreadlocks.
Yes.
I tried. I tried my best, but my hair would not allow me to do dreadlocks. Yeah, but so that's how I ended up having dreadlocks, because I joined the movement, Rastafarianism. I became part of for learning, not for something to keep for the rest of my life. So it was part of learning. So in that initiation process, then I developed the dreadlocks that never succeeded. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, even the trousers, I would put my trousers somewhere below my waist. So I thought that is a good idea. But unfortunately, I had good friends.
So you used to sag your pants.
I had good friends.
I can't see you doing that.
Who told me, no, look, man, this thing, it's not you.
Yeah.
So you just need to stop. So I remained with the dreadlocks while we were busy with the art. I was also a poet.
I think I've heard one of your pieces
You've
before.
heard one of my pieces. Yeah, people like the green pepper one, but yeah, it's a long story.
So you joined Rastafarianism.
Yes.
I imagine that had a lot of influence with your art and with your journey, because you said it was a soul-searching journey.
Yes.
You didn't just join it because it wasn't for aesthetic, it wasn't for whatever comes with being Rastafarian. It was particularly and specifically for soul-searching
Yes.
purposes.
Rastafarian are people who enjoy reading, and they are very enlightened. After smoking dacha, they just go to a space that you will never understand.
Yeah.
And the information that you get, if you listen and you listen very hard, you get to realize with no, and also search for yourself. With no, there's a lot of missing links in your life as a person, as an African, as just a living human being. So I joined the Rastafarianism so that at least I get to understand who I am and what I'm here to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes
So it
sense.
helped a lot. Abantu abangama-Rasta are very calm.
You're
They're
the
not-
calmest person I've met in my entire life. I've never heard you raise your voice.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen you angry. You're
Yeah.
just calm. So that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mind if I tag in here?
Yes,
Like,
please do.
I've got a question.
Yo.
You spoke about going through this phase where you joined the Rastafarian movement and art coming into your life when you used to doodle and whatnot. Could you tell us a bit more about how you grew up? What drove this character that you are? Like, where did that come from?
Rastafarism came at a later stage. Like I said before, I'm a village man. Now, let me say I'm a
back to the
village man.
Let's go back to the village. Which village?
So I grew up Eastern Cape, Maclear, being this boy, Olusayo. I learned a lot from Ugolusa. And also understand environment where you have nothing, absolutely nothing, and yet you've got everything. So out of that space, you get to appreciate abantu in general. You get to understand the importance of the next person, because there's a lot of dangers that you go through either as boys or as someone who is a member of your community. So you depend entirely on other people. So you cannot be this person or high and then you are living with people. You need to understand what people go through. so that you can also be able to assist where you can assist and be assisted as well as a person. So I think my character developed from how I grew up. And then as soon as I went to a space where it is too busy, for example, I grew up in the village, and then when I went for my high school, I joined the busy life yase Joburg, yabo. Joburg is very busy.
That must have been a very crazy switch up also.
A very crazy one. So you can be taken by anything around that is happening, you know. I mean, at school we would carry guns. I'm one of the people who would carry a gun, trying to survive. So you understand what you can tomorrow be seen as this person who's now a criminal. But if you are raised in a certain way, and then that keeps you going. Would know you can't do this, you can do this, and then it develops your character.
I really like that question that was asked and posed to you, because I wanted to ask you when you got involved with the youth, because you are so passionate about the youth. We would be in trouble if we missed one rehearsal, not with the people who are facilitating, but with Butsia, because he knows that you didn't come last week and you weren't here the week before that. So when did you get to that moment where you were like, I want to work with the youth, I want to put something in them, I want to grow whatever seed they're planting? When did you get there and how?
You know, when you grow up, there are certain things you observe being done to you. You look at how elderly people are treating you. You look at how everyone else is doing things. Then when you grow up and you are now this person who had studied, you get to understand the whole you and where you can contribute as an elderly person. Yabo? So I took that from my studies, understanding, okay, this is what I need to do when I go out. Also, the background of being a teacher.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. You're ruining my talking points.
I mean, that group of kids from the university who were taken to go and teach the creative arts. So in the process of teaching, you realize there are kids who are identified as people bangathathi kakuhle, who are not badom. Yeah, but when you sit and engage the kid, you realize, no man, this person is not dumb.
They learn different.
Yeah, they learn differently, and you just need to be there and understand the person. So that developed because I was a teacher, and then that never left me. I'm a teacher all the way.
So you said that you're a teacher. I know that you taught English, and you taught arts, and you taught technology.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite to teach?
Art. Art has always been my favorite. It's unfortunate that art is taught in different languages.
Yes.
So people, when they say you are an art teacher, they immediately think you are the person who's teaching something else. You can learn art in every language.
That's true.
That's why I speak about 6 or 7 languages. Yeah, well, it's because of I went to
you
Joburg.
said 6. Wait. I just 6. Okay,
6.
Which languages do you speak?
I speak Xhosa.
Okay.
I speak isiZulu.
Okay.
A little bit of Shangane.
Okay.
Yeah, I speak English.
Yes.
IsiZulu.
Yes.
Isotho. I speak Istswana.
That's not bad. I think I need to catch up. I'm with you with the English. I'm with you in the Zulu because I'm Zulu.
Yeah.
I'm with you with the Setswana. I think the only thing I'm really trying to grasp right now is Afrikaans. Do you know how to speak Afrikaans?
No. But funny enough, I've never failed Afrikaans. I did Afrikaans up until standard 8. Then I did this course like 9 and 10. But I've never failed Afrikaans. It was a conscious decision not to like Afrikaans.
That makes sense.
Because of a lot of knowledge and experiences around using Afrikaans.
The language itself.
The language itself, yeah. But now I want it. I want to know it.
I think because you've invited it in, you'll find it.
Yes.
You know how spirit works because
Yes.
you're a very spiritual person. Once you speak it finds you wherever you
Yes.
are.
Yes.
But since we're still speaking about the youth, I know that you were involved with Inkundla. It's an outside organization, individual organization that invited you to be part of whatever they were working on. And I know particularly that your involvement there was poetic and it had to do with the drums. And I want to speak specifically about the drum because when you're playing the drum, that ain't Butsia. Like, I don't know who that is, but it's not
Yeah,
you.
you enter a space.
What happens? Just tell me, like, take me through that. What happens?
Yawazi amagqirha.
Mm-hmm.
You know ukuthi amagqirha abanenhlombe ndithi. Do you know inhlombe?
Mm-hmm.
Inhlombe, it's a ceremony where they come together and then benze whatever abantu abayenza. It's not necessarily umgidi.
Ishifane nomgidi.
It's ifana nomgidi. Ungayisimplify uthi
Sithi
ngumgidi. We'll accept that for now.
Thanks.
Kodwa I would be this person obetha these drums the whole night. That thing yenzeka the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
So I would beat this drum the whole night for Lamagqirha. But I left that long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, when I had studied now art and understood what a drum is and what a drum does, a drum works exactly the same as the dance and the song. It's used to evoke spirits. Once you beat a drum, any drum, you evoke spirits.
It's a form of channeling.
It's a form of awakening your certain spirits.
Mm-hmm.
It could be good spirits, whatever spirits you believe in.
Yes.
Just like singing.
Yes.
So that's why when I beat a drum, another person comes in. Yeah, well, it depends. I'm not even trained as a musician. I'm not a musician. But I play a drum from the heart. I listen to your music. If I like it, you'll hear from the drum. No, I like this music. Yeah, well, I used to play for Sisanda Nielsen, Sweden. Go.
Yes, she was the person that you were performing alongside with in the last show. And the reason
Yes.
I asked you the question
Yes.
is because I know that segment was completely unplanned.
Yes,
You
yes.
got on stage, you played the
Yes.
drum, she went on stage, she started dancing.
Yes.
Now everybody's sitting there with goosebumps,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's going
Yeah.
on. But you incorporate a lot of that into how you workshop the students or the young pupils who even join for Inkundla, because I know that
Yes.
you're part of Inkundla Festival, you're part of the organizers and all of that.
Yes. In fact, we are the engineers.
You are the co-founders of
We are the
Inkundla.
engineers of Inkundla.
Yes.
Yeah, we designed it specifically for this place.
Take me through those moments of we need Inkundla on the South Coast.
I think for me, it's how programs are designed. I work for the municipality. So I've always tried to understand why are things so difficult to happen within the municipalities. Then I realized, by then I was still an educator. Then I realized, no man, there's a problem in terms of how programs are designed. Now, a program, before you design a program, I will go to the community to find out what is it that is needed.
What's
Yabo?
lacking?
Yes. So here you had a lot of people who were doing theater, but they were doing theater outside a specific space. I've met Upai, I've met some white people abenzi drama, but there was no place where they meet and do this thing. And there was nothing to motivate and create even more people who are doing the same thing. Yabo? So I called the few guys, including Mr. Pai, Uxolo, Ujaca, and we sat down. We discussed this thing. Then Success Fumelana would know, let's create a program that will be a motivation. Yes, you will do your theater, whatever you are doing within your own space, but you must do it so that you go and present somewhere. At that time, there was no funding. We said, no, for municipalities or for government to fund or for any other person to fund what you are doing, you must be found doing something.
They need to be busy. They
So we
must find
spoke with
you busy.
artists, with guys, look, listen, man, let's do this thing. And then so that there's funding for what you are doing. We did it for the first year. There was nothing, people that they received. Then we reworked on it. We invited the relevant people. The following year, it was funded, budgeted for. For the next 8 years or 9 years, it was budgeted for until
That's
the
amazing.
COVID-19 happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to ask actually, with the pandemic, do we still have Inkundla annually? I mean, last year maybe it was short notice to try and plan around a pandemic, but for 2021, can we expect that Inkundla is going to be,
In fact,
happening?
that's an area of interest for a lot of people. So it's good that I speak about it. Yabo?
Very good.
Yeah.
Especially on our show.
What happened was, after realizing Gucci, the very same people who started Inkundla Theatre Festival are a bit preoccupied with other projects that they are doing. It was suffering. Then I took a decision to say, guys, let's invite new faces who are going to administrate Inkundla Theatre Festival. But let's change it. Let it not be Ngo July. Let it be Ngo June, in line with the Jazz Festival. So that when a person visits the South Coast, it's not only coming here for a jazz only. But during that week, normally jazz would happen on a Saturday. On a Saturday.
There's a pre-party on a Friday.
On a Friday,
I know
and
because
then
my big brother
there's a
always
pre-party
goes
on
there.
a Friday, and then there would be a jazz festival on a Saturday.
Then
So-
on a Sunday,
so
there's
the
always
whole-
something happening as well.
Yes,
So,
picnic, what.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole week, there must be theater programs happening. So Inkundla must happen within that space of time. Yabo? And the way Inkundla was designed is designed with the comedy. So there's a comedy and also there's the show, meaning during the day. There's Inkundla Theatre Festival at night, then there's a comedy show. Yeah, so
that
there's
sounds great.
development. So when you come here, you come for the whole week.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
well,
amazing.
So immediately we shifted it to June. Then this thing, pandemic, it happened.
Yeah,
Because we're also
pandemic.
saying, let's not have 500,000 being put with jazz festival, and then you cannot pinpoint where did this money go. You must say you funded Inkundla. I mean, you funded the jazz festival, but these are the programs or activities that you've given money to, so that it be development. That's what happened. Later on, we developed the fashion show. The fashion show goes with the exhibition. So you would have local artists exhibiting their work, and then later there's a fashion show. But here, in this exhibition, you would have, on the opening, you would have that 5 minutes of the opening, and then the rest you've got supporting artists. Either it's a poet or a musician, unplugged. Then you go to a fashion show. Fashion show, you've got the designers showcasing umsebenzi wabo and
Inspiration
everything.
here, inspiration
It's
there. By the
and
time you go
everything.
home.
Then you are sorted. And then you
Yeah.
bring in ke ngoku the performers, people who are doing music and all that. We did that for about 3 years, and then the funders went dry. And then the people who were organizing it were reluctant as well. So I retrieved the concept, and then I shelved it. It's still there.
It's on standby.
It's on standby. But something good is happening now. There's Uzama. Uzama was part of a fashion show together with other people who she's working with. They are bringing it back now. They've got kids that are doing classes here every Thursday and Wednesday. Yeah, so they will definitely work out a show soon.
I'm not even nervous because that idea, I can't even tell you. My mind is just
It
painting
was
a
a
whole
nice
lot of
idea.
pictures.
It was a nice concept. I mean,
I'm not worried about
we've
it.
seen the TV coming down, but coming down to a small program like that one for the whole weekend. I mean, we show the whole weekend. When you watch TV, you see this thing. It's a very nice thing.
So you've got the exhibition, there's a whole lot of stuff happening right now, and then there's what's shelved. Then you're also one of the organizers for the Jazz Festival, but I know that you're also working on a jazz event once a
Concept,
month. just give me a bit of
I
an
need to
idea.
explain the part because the guy that was organizing a jazz festival, Ngusia, and then I'm Ngusia. Then most of the time
Very confusing.
I'm seen in front of, I'm always there. With the jazz, we had a good relationship in terms of me being involved in the activities that are happening.
Yes.
Because I'm active within the creative sector. And also I was interested in getting artists to participate in that space. So I became part of it. So I would manage, either I manage a stage or I manage backstage, just to get to understand how the whole thing operates and what is it that we can do so that artists can participate. I remember the other year we had 1 hour session for local artists, Kuyo Jazz Festival. It was a success. That thing was a success. I don't want to lie. If you ask any person who had participated in it, it was a huge success.
Yes.
In terms of preparing for it, in terms of presenting it, in terms of people getting paid for umsebenzi.
Success,
So we were
success,
just there
success.
producing this thing. Unfortunately, these things, it takes time before people understand. And then as soon as you try and present, them artists are tired, they've been trying and trying, everyone gets tired. But we never get tired because we understand what needs to be done. Yes. That's the struggle.
And
Now, to cut in there, like you spoke about finding it difficult to get funding for the projects, and you also your initial statement that you made with while you were teaching, then you went into you are wondering why it was difficult for the government to fund things. So you started creating programs. Aren't you finding it a bit difficult to explain to the artist that you are part of the same system that they're trying to get funding from, and they're questioning you like, how are you saying it's impossible and you actually doing these projects that you're funding yourself?
What a
So
messy
they might be asking you like, are you really not getting the funding, or is all the funding going to you?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, Kuz. A very difficult one, because I operate both as an activist and also as an employee. Now, once you employ an artist, it's a very difficult thing. An artist, I cannot come here and stop working. My work revolves around making sure that art develops. Forget the part, Yoguti. I'm a creator myself. I've entered the space of its development so much that I'm a serious activist. Now it becomes difficult to explain to someone who, listen, I work in the arts and culture. It's so difficult to get funding. That is why I developed programs for capacity building in terms of administration. So that artists can learn not to become artists, but also administrators. So once you understand the administration part, then you get to understand the laws that operate within the municipality, within all the government institutions. So that when you apply with a better understanding and also you follow the correct procedures. Now that you are educated. But there's a lot of people who lack that information, who do not attend. Once you speak boardroom, or you speak a class to an artist, people want to hold microphones. They want to sing now, and they want to be paid now.
That is
so it becomes a very difficult thing. So when you invited me to your show, and then I read and I realized, this is one of the things I've been saying to people. Guys, I cannot be sitting next to you. You are a producer. I play a guitar. I'm a vocalist. I'm a graphic designer. But we cannot work and come up with something. Yes. So this is a good program because from here, nobody failile Nina. From here.
That's not the plan.
That's why I'm opening up with guys. There's funding for what you are doing. Here are the forms. Go and check with what you can do. If you have problems, then you come back, and then. So I'm doing that to almost everyone. It's a challenging one.
Yes.
It's a challenging one.
I can personally attest to the being workshop to handle administration and all that. Because even when we're about to invite you, I'm like, okay, it's a phone call away, but I know we have to do it formally in the proper channels, where Talent and I would come here to try to get the venue to do a show. Then he'd call us to a boardroom full of artists who are grown than us. But that also matured us as individuals. So we don't just look at it in one way. Yeah, I don't have a question. I just wanted to point
I
that,
like what
give
you're saying.
your props.
I wanna for him, even when I was teaching, man, I would tell the class, guys, listen, I look at you as colleagues, like students.
You said that to us as well.
I've said
with
that,
the drama.
yes, I look at you as colleagues. The reason being, I understand how the industry had done things. Even the old artists, if you come up as a good artist in their space, they'll consume you.
Of course.
And they'll consume you, and you won't even realize that you are being consumed in a particular system. Now, the generation that comes after has got no cycle of their own. You know? So that's why you needed to work on how do we then begin to do companies that will operate within our space, and then the thinking and how we do things. You know? So I've produced students who are now teachers as well, and some like you guys, you are working here, we've worked together. I think I've invited Okusi, we would sit, or Talente, we've worked with him with jazz, I've seen him with jazz, but it's a different space, all together, and then we take each other step by step. Yeah. Oh, you said something about into jazz here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That because we look at it jazz that comes at a particular time. We've been preaching with guys. We can't have the big jazz without small sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Intimate sessions make a lot more sense.
Luckily, because I was interested in the playing of a drum, there's a guy that plays for Humas again. At some point, I got a chance to sit Ubabu Humas again. And then he was explaining to me, Uti, he does not want to play in a crowd engakayana at that time. Yena, he's looking for a small space where he can have an intimate performance with the people, and that's it. Bayolala, and he's happy with that.
Yes.
Then I met Upudandile Yanana. Upudandile Yanana would play for Uzim Ngawana. He produced all the albums. Zgazim Ngawana. He's a legend. He's here in the South Coast. And I was talking to him. He had traveled all over. And I was talking to him with what do they do with now? He said, no, people would be paid 200,000. I'm just making an example, to come and perform. But they would be here for the whole week. Doing what? Interacting with young artists, doing workshops, and then they do the performance at a later day of the weekend, of the week. So at least they've done the workshop out of that month. But Tina, we do it differently. They get paid 200,000, they are flown here, they sleep somewhere, they perform only for 1 hour, and then they are gone. What is it that they've left? Nothing. They've taken money and they went away. So we sat with Upudandile and said, no, let's work out a plan that will implement what we are thinking. So we had started already here at the museum, here.
Right.
Once a month, we bring a legend or a popular jazz artist to come a week before this performance.
Yes.
And then he goes to the college, Kamalake TVET College. He workshops the students there the whole week. Then Saturday or Friday, we are all here.
Performing.
The students are performing. They are the ones who are playing.
Oh,
He's not bringing.
no.
He or she
No
is not.
band.
He's not bringing. No, the band is there, but the band belongs here.
Oh.
So it's a band that comes
sounds
from
beautiful.
the local people. So you don't find Usimpiwetana coming here with the whole full band. She can bring Lambi pianist. Then the rest are people from here. So last month, was it this month? I think it was this month, early this month. Yeah, I think it was early this month. We had Utumza Maswan. He did a very nice show here. It was very nice. So on the 29th again, we'll be having MXO here on the 29th. So the whole week, uzobese Kamala ke fundisa, interacting with the kids. Yeah, ezon bulala ubudandile. Yeah. I hope show yakhe seleyenzile. I hope show yakhe seleyenzile. So I'm not supposed to say this thing. I hope show yakhe uyenzile. Yo. I hope show yakhe uyenzile.
Are we in trouble?
No, there's a show. There's a show in Melayenze Kamala at Durban. So this thing Kamko is supposed to come out after that show. Then but it's one of those. He will understand.
Got exclusives.
Look, we're getting a lot of tea. Like, are you guys seeing what's going on here? This show is doing a lot. But what I like with profiling you is it feels that we are all a part of one body.
Yes.
Because we're essentially trying to do the same thing. We're trying to create a platform. We're trying to create room for
And
growth.
you must be funded for it.
Yeah, we're trying
Apply.
as much as we can.
Tell your municipality that this is what we are doing.
Yeah, I don't know about Rain Gonyeni, but we'll see. We'll see what we do.
No, if I can get it tomorrow, I give it to Mam Kaula, and then she will see what to do with it. I mean, guys, we've tried to do this thing. I think 4 years back, where we visited an artist, but the capacity is not there. I mean, I'm here. I'm a curator. I'm employed as a curator to do profiling and everything. It's out of what I
out of your
employed
job
to do.
Yeah.
But if there are people who can do it better, why not?
Why
Yeah,
not?
Why not? So I think it's something that you need to propose, request, and continue to request.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, keep pushing.
Pray until something
Yeah,
happens.
and just follow up on that. I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart because this is something that we attempted to do, but it did not come out the way I had designed it. Because, I mean, if your knowledge is limited, hey, yes, trainer, guys. Yes, train. So I'm happy with this. And if it's present, cut a short, make it a clip, few minutes. Let's do that as a presentation. I'll send it to the relevant people, and let's see how far it goes.
I would really
We're
appreciate
in.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you faced when you were trying to do this? What was the main challenges that you faced besides like is it the technical side? Was it the artist side? What was it?
Which one? When I was trying to do what?
When you were trying to profile artists in the same manner.
Oh no, no. With that, I had a concept similar to what you guys are doing.
Okay.
But now here it's me and Lusne Kuku, the other lady. By that time, she was not yet permanent, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. So all we did was to go to an artist, get to understand what an artist has done. No camera, no nothing. Yeah. But at the back of my mind, I've been saying this thing. Even now, there's a wall on outside. Where we intend to do a monument of all the faces of these prominent artists that are coming from this side. If that can be done, it's something. Yeah, the only challenge is actually, you guys are starting a very nice thing, but without
Funding.
it will drain you guys. Yeah, any production without funds, it gets drained. Yeah, so I always say, let's find funds first, and then let's push the program. I mean, I like what we are doing.
I think even though you feel that it didn't come out to what you had planned and how you had envisioned it, you really set it in motion. Because we were speaking earlier about how you speak something and then it
Yes,
shows
yes,
up, it
yes,
pops
yes,
up everywhere.
definitely,
So
definitely.
we've all had an idea of wanting to do something to bring the artists to, the pedestal of creation and the storytelling. I know you're also into short stories and you document stuff, you work on documentaries. I know that you've encompassed and incorporated all these things into whatever plan you had, but I don't think it's fair to say that you failed. I think you just just really set it in motion, and then the rest of us are picking it up so that
must
you
own
can
up to your
rest.
failure,
Putsi,
man.
yeah.
You
You need to
guys,
rest. You're so busy.
Yeah, you must
and
own
Kuz,
up to your
same
failure,
WhatsApp
guys. I
group.
mean, when you fail, you say it. You say it. Listen, I've failed to do this. You know, I mean, mustn't cushion it and then make it look good. You know, when you have failed, and then you identify where you had failed. Unfortunately, as artists, especially us who are fine artists, we are trained to sketch. Like it's in our blood. We sketch with everything. You know, so you try trial and error, and then you fix in the process, you build. So you take your mistakes, you put your mistakes there until you get what you are looking for. So for me,
You're fine
I
with
want
the word failure.
yeah.
I really respect that.
I
really
like that
respect
word.
that.
It motivates me.
You have a more positive connotation to the word versus a
I gave it a
negative
meaning.
one
I
that the
I
forgot-
gave it a
world
proper
has.
meaning.
I forgot who this quote comes from. It says like you learn nothing from victory all the time, like failure.
True.
That's where you actually learn.
True.
What
That
to,
is very true.
Yeah.
True.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think what I'd like to know now is when, as an artist, because I know that we usually have a muse or more than one muse that we draw inspiration from, when you are failing to do that, what's your go-to? Where do you bring it back? Where do you say, okay, now I'm in a place where I'm in a frenzy or I'm distracted. I need to paint or I need to do this and that and the third. What do you do?
There are different levels. Now my source of inspiration, it's my family. That's my source of inspiration. It's a foundation. I mean, if I'm with my wife and my kids, then I'm fine. Yeah. So I can wake up and do anything,
At any point.
anything at any point. If I'm good there, I've got better. I call. I'll fail everywhere I go. Yeah,
So we can
so
safely
that's
say
where I draw my inspiration.
we can safely say Putsia is living the Mzansi dream, not the American dream, but the Mzansi dream.
Explain the Mzansi dream before
The Mzansi dream is waking up and just doing what feels right and knowing that it's gonna heal people and help people.
Exactly. If that is what it means, that's what I'm doing.
I just created it now, guys, by the way. It's a catchphrase, the Mzansi dream. Putsia, it's been such an honor having you here.
Thank you.
Such an honor. I'm really excited about the 29th. You said there's a show.
Yes.
I don't know about my crew, but I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
I'm keen to see what's happening there.
Do setup. Do the setup.
I've got
Deal
my
with whoever is
scheduling
here.
done. It's
Okay.
already in my mind, in my
Exactly.
diary. So
Exactly.
thank you so much for joining us. And thank you
you.
for watching another episode of Moments in Time. Chris, do you want to say bye? Do you want to say bye to anyone?
Still wants to ask
Bye.
questions.
You want to say bye to mom?
Bye. Oh, okay. I just want one more question. Where can people find you? Do you have anything that you want to plug, like socials, or how do they contact you? Artists, collaborators, anyone
You
wants
know,
to get
there's
in
a
touch
page
with
I
you?
like,
Important.
ezaselalini.com. Go to that page. I like it. ezaselalini.com. Yeah, go to that page. You'll see me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm now dealing with the villages, and that's my life.
I would love to hear more about that if you've got something to say. But
Oh,
if
yes.
not,
I mean, sure. We'd like to hear about that.
Selalin.com. It's my first time hearing that one. Did you know about it?
I mean, sure.
It's a trap.
I was
It's a
done,
trap.
but, you know,
It's a trap. It's a
Oh,
trap.
okay,
No, guys,
okay.
Ezaselalini is just the promotion of what other people are doing in the villages.
Oh, okay.
More especially what I've been doing for some years. Like I said, when you were asking a question about my foundation in terms of my character, it's built from the village.
Humble beginnings.
Now you can't. Now we are in Margate, and then with Meto Kusi and Okele, and now all of a sudden you're forgetting about where you come from. I realize those people are very rich. I would love one day to drive in Sonke in this fashion, see Makaya, and do your thing there.
Sounds
That would
good.
be very nice.
I wouldn't mind.
Sounds good to
That
me.
would be
Y'all just
very
need to
nice.
let me know ahead of time because
Yeah.
you have birthed a teacher in me as well. I teach part-time.
Yeah.
So I need to put it in my schedule.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to
That's about it.
ask? So
Thank you.
ezilalini.com. That's where you need
Ezaselali.
ezaselalini.com.
We'll put it on the
Selali.
screen. We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, just put it down somewhere here next to me. Ezaselalini.com.
Why are you stealing it? Why is it next to you? Okay. We'll put it next to the owner.
If you want to hear anything more that Uputsia has been shy to share, which I doubt, go and check it out on that website. And as usual, you can find me on Instagram at bitter_BIE, bitterb, or on my new account, indeed_BIEB. You can find Kus on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Kus Diverse. And it has been such a great time with you, Putsia.
Thank you.
For being here, and thank you for watching yet another episode of Moments in Time. I'm your host, Bianca Tsele Flatella Hennessy. Don't forget to say the whole thing.
Something we'll never get enough of.